today's show, we are going to look at the ups and downs of the sales life. Many are called, but few can continue to answer as the numbers go up and down. Japan has its own spin on these things too, just to make it interesting. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and two-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center here in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 41, and we are talking about sales perils. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Sales perils. Sales cannot run like a manufacturing production line. We are not making industrial cheese here. This is more like an artisanal pursuit, closer to art than science, yet every sales force on the planet has targets which are usually uniform. Each month, the sales team has to deliver a specified amount of revenue, rolling up into a predetermined annual target. This construct may be logical, but sales is far from logical, as it is steeped in emotion, luck, and magic. Having said that, though, sales is also a numbers game, and to some extent, pseudo-scientific. There are accepted algorithms which apply. You can call a certain number of people, speak to a lesser number, meet a few, and from that residual group, you conclude an agreement. There are ratios which, when calculated over time, apply as averages, linking activity with results. So we call 100 people, we speak to 80, we see 20, we strike a deal with 5. In this construct, we make one sale on average every 20 people we call. With this type of precision available, you would think that we could industrialize the sales process and confidently set annual targets, really divided up into units of 12 to arrive at a consistent stream of revenue achievement. Sales managers would be multitasking, sipping their afternoon martinis, propping their cowboy boots on the desk, and carefully calculating the next car upgrade as the sales team obligingly track to the revenue plan. This is the plunge between sales peaks we're going to see. It's a lull in the fighting, the quiet before the storm, the brief interlude in the phony war of sales. Salespeople work hard in Japan and everywhere, but usually because they're on commission structures which guarantee not very much if we don't produce. Japan is a little different. Basically, there is either a base and commission or straight salary and bonuses system here. Few salespeople in Japan are on 100% commission. Why? Because they don't have to do it. And local Japanese prefer being risk averse, saying, well, I don't want to be on 100% commission, so forget it. As salespeople, we cannot be consistently successful unless we have two great professional skills. We must be machine-like time managers, and we must also be highly disciplined. The two interlock. The ebb and flow of sales is based around customer activity. Networking, cold calling, following up with previous clients, chasing leads which come through marketing activities, etc., takes time. If we pump out enough client contact activity, we will get appointments, sales, and therefore generate follow-up. Time starts to disappear from the mining activities that made us active in the first place. We can't do the prospecting work because we are too busy executing the follow-up. Once the fog of being busy clears, though, we suddenly see that we have a very pitiful pipeline ahead of us. So we work like demons again to kickstart the generating new leads process. To avoid this valley phenomenon, we need to make time to keep prospecting every week, hence the requirement for excellent time management skills and the discipline to make sure we are doing it every week. Otherwise, we find our time for pipeline development is stolen away by client demands, emergencies, mistake correction, more detailed discussions, and results follow-up with the buyer. Action steps. 1. Adjust sales team targets to account for seasonality of sales to keep their motivation high. 2. Know your sales activity ratios required to produce sales revenues. 3. Become a maniac about good time management and self-discipline. 4. Protect time in the schedule for doing prospecting each week. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember to hit the subscribe button. The Japan Business Mastery Show is here to help you navigate your way around business in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube. Share with your family, friends, and colleagues. Hit the little bell icon for automatic new episode notifications. Our website details are on screen now. enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It's awesome value, so check it out. Please leave me some feedback on YouTube. I would love to know how this show has helped and what other topics you are interested in for me to cover. Just tell me how I can help you best. You might also enjoy my other weekly shows for podcasts. Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesdays for the Presentations Japan Series, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan Series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan Series, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, Mondays, I release my TV show, The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. That's on YouTube. And on Fridays, we have the Japan Business Master Show, and now Saturdays, Japan's Top Business Interviews, where I interview the top CEOs about leading in Japan. Episode number 42, we are talking about your presentation. In your presentation, pour on the evidence. Onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next exciting episode of Japan Business Mastery.